Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Welcome, dear festival guests, dear donors, sponsors, and partners of the festival. Welcome, dear members of the festival team, to the 15th Crossing Europe awards ceremony. I'm very happy to be your host for tonight, and I'll try to navigate you through approximately 1 hour of celebrating Upper Austrian and European filmmaking. Some parts of this ceremony will be in German, although most of it will be in English, so I hope that everybody will be able to follow all the proceedings properly. And for the beginning, I also wanted to introduce my little assistant here. It's actually only there to provide some atmosphere for the evening. Luzi Katemay from the tech team was so kind to rip off snippets of the soundtracks of all the festival trailers of the last 15 years. It's 12 overall, it's not 15, because in the beginning we used one trailer more often. And I can use them at my discretion, for instance, to do this. And then it doesn't work. Once more. You can do this. Who remembers that one? That was the very first Crossing Europe trailer from 2004 to 2006 by Sigi Fruauf. Okay, well, this is what I'm gonna do in between. But the rest is, of course, all about films. Well, actually, I start with a detour, because the first competition already started way before the festival and was not about films, but about shop windows. It's the Golden Bag competition, and 43 shops in Linz entered this competition for the Golden Bag and decorated at least one of their shop windows in a creative manner using all the Crossing Europe memorabilia available. Here you can see all the shops that took part. A special thank you goes out at this point to Crossing Europe's long-standing loyal bag sponsor, that's Europack, and we have him here tonight, Managing Director Manfred Zaunbauer. Please give a hand for him. He supported this competition generously again, and without further ado, I mean, there was a jury also, and there was a public vote, but we keep it tight, and I just gonna announce that the Golden Bag 2018 goes to Göttin des Glücks. That's a shop at the beginning of Herrenstraße if you want to visit it tomorrow. Tomorrow's a shopping day anyway. Closely followed by Piccolo Moda, Dodds Frozen Wonderland, CC Top, Kleider macht Leute, and Gecko. Yes, so congratulations to these shops, to their owners, and to their window dressers and designers. And thank you to all the 43 of them for taking part in this competition. Okay, now. From now on, it's all about films. We're done with the shop windows. Although, you know, shop windows sometimes are mistaken as screens as well. I saw in front of one of the shop windows, I saw a 4-year-old, and she was standing there and trying to swipe to the next image. Well, that's how far we got. Okay, the festival, Crossing Europe is showing this year 182 films from nearly 50 different countries. And for the first time invited 4 juries who will award their favorite films tonight. Plus, there was an amazing amount, of course, of people coming to see the screenings and voting for the films they like best for our audience awards. First, we will turn to the local artist program section, and after an audiovisual interlude of some kind, we will move on to the European awards. So maybe this is also another good point to use something here. No. Let's start our bouquet of awards with the Crossing Europe Innovative Award Local Artist, which will be given to a film of the local artist competition with an especially innovative artistic approach. The award comes with a prize money of 3,500 euros and is funded by the Upper Austrian Cultural Quarter. You might have actually spent a lot of your festival time in the Cultural Quarter, and even this venue is part of it. And so I'm happy to ask the artistic director of the Cultural Quarter to join me here on stage. Please welcome Martin Sturm. Martin, you're one of the people who really followed the trajectory of Crossing Europe very closely. You know the festival kind of in and out, and I wanted to take a moment now to just hear from your perspective, what changed? Where did we start? Where are we now?
Well, basically, you have to say, when you look back the last 15 years, it didn't really change, you know? It's like a solid rock in troubled times or in the sea. So, and I think this is a really good point about the festival, because when you look at the first program, you see already all the basic lines we see today, they already were there 15 years ago. There was this competition, the high value of documentary and fiction, but also the nightline, but also a very care about the local artist scene. You almost had as many entries or as many films shown 2004 than today.
You checked?
I checked, yes, I did, and I was really surprised because there were already 50 films shown in the festival of local artists. So it also shows that this high value of the local film and artist scene, you know. So this is really this is the point about the festival. It's very solid. It's a rock.
Super. And the Innovative Award is part of the local artist section. So what's the idea behind that? Can you elaborate on that a little?
Well, basically, on the one hand, when you look at all the topics, you know, you have this kind of basic idea that Europe is not a postcard Europe, also from the local artist scene. So you have a lot of topics about outsiders, about minorities, about breaking lines in society. This is something which is also very, because Europe did not change at all, so it's like also a theme which goes on for 15 years. But on the other hand, you have this kind of aesthetic development, you know. I mean, I'm coming from the visual arts, so I know that movie making has been a big point in the museums. And so we thought that it's good to, especially to point out the aspects of a kind of innovative aesthetic part, to stress that it's not only about topic, about narrative, it's also about the form, you know. So that's why we founded that.
Okay, very good, thank you. The award is not given out by you, but by our local artist jury, and I'm happy to introduce them to you now. Please welcome with me, I do this in alphabetical order and nothing else. Anatol Bogendorfer, please come to me on stage. He's an artist, director of documentaries, and a cultural worker based in Linz. Maria Milovanovic, she's a cultural manager, curator, and a festival maker at Vienna Shorts. And Ona Valerie Serbest, artist, cultural worker. Her debut film was shown 2012 at Crossing Europe. Okay, and Maria, I think you're the first to give the statement about the Innovative Award.
Good evening, everybody. This is our statement for the winner of the Innovative Award. The real story in which a man under the influence of drugs 30 years ago in Mexico declared himself a god and committed a mass murder has been realized by the filmmaker in a very appealing and sophisticated way. Beyond the content, the film is also convincing because of the precise and conscious way of dealing with the material and the medium of film. With the reduction to black and white, the filmmaker makes a political statement of the stereotypical, colorfully folkloric depictions of the indigenous population of Mexico. The Crossing Europe Innovative Award Local Artist goes to Bernhard Hetzenauer for La Sombra de un Dios.
Okay, Bernhard, please join us on stage. Where is he? There is he. So, Bernhard, hier gibt es die Urkunde. And Bernhard, the microphone is all yours. You can also do this in German, of course.
I'm a bit surprised that this film is able to win a prize because it's a very non-Upper Austrian film, let's say. And it's not so European. But this film, this film was only possible because of the protagonist, his generosity of sharing his story without fear, without with a very open mind and a very generosity that I haven't seen in many people. John Ascension is, the film, I think not everybody's seen it, but is about a shaman who kills his community, who starts to kill people in his community. And John was also in the education to become a shaman, but he could not do it because his vision said he should stick to doing jewelry, like spiritual jewelry. But he's much more of a shaman. He's a wise man, and he's so simple, a very simple, generous man. And this award also goes to John.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bernhard. Please take a seat on stage. Martin, du kannst auch gerne Platz nehmen. We will continue shortly with you guys, but you can really sit down because it's going to be a long evening. We move on to the Crossing Europe Award Local Artist. More than 40 films and videos were presented this year in this highly diverse showcase of Upper Austrian cinema. Both new and renowned voices in fiction, experimental short films, artists' biographies, and socio-political documentaries with a wide variety of subjects and with a theme of personal and collective identities appearing throughout the program. This award is actually split in two, and the two parts will be given to different films and different directors. First, there is a voucher sponsored by the Austrian post-production company, The Grand Post, which is worth 2,000 euros. And secondly, there's a prize money of 5,000 euros powered by the cultural department of the Federal Province of Upper Austria. So, first, please welcome with me Managing Director of audio and image post-production company, The Grand Post in Vienna, Markus, and his managing partner, Alexander Fischbacher.
Sur www. Переходный период будет непростым во всех отношениях, но...
So, Marco, this is actually yours is a continued engagement with Crossing Europe. So why are you doing this? What's behind this?
Well, we only founded our company mid-2015, so we are not partnering with the Crossing Europe since 15 years, but for 3 years now at least. Main reason why we do this is we work with lots of different people in the film business, with filmmakers, very young ones, very renowned ones, and by sponsoring a prize like this, this is our commitment and our way to say thank you and to support the young artists to do what they are best at.
Okay. Super, very nice. Alexander, now there's a voucher. The award is a voucher, so the filmmaker can get something at your company. What is it? What are you doing?
As we are a post-production company...
I'm not allowed to give it away, I'm sorry.
Okay. Am I allowed to do some jingles? No. Okay. As a post-production company, we are sort of the tech guys also, and we like to help people and help filmmakers finish their films. And we offer the whole range of sound editing and sound mixing, color grading, and visual effects. Mm-hmm. And these can be taken with the voucher. Mm-hmm. So
it's a good thing for the next project.
Very good thing for the next project.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So then I want to ask our jury, Ona Valerie, to announce who is going to be awarded with this voucher.
It It is working? Yeah.
Yes.
It
but
is
you can really
too
put it
high
down.
for me.
No
Okay,
problem.
thank you. It is certainly not just since the Me Too debate that sexual assaults and harassment have been a relevant topic. The filmmaker Fiona Rukshiko is entirely on point with the way she clearly but also humorously shifts the focus to the stories of individual women and men with their experiences. The film not only provides insight into various forms of sexual harassment, but also offers suggestions for resistance. And the post-production prize goes to Fiona Rukshiko for Common Places 2.
Okay, Fiona, join us on stage. So it's a whole collection. We can also hold it for you, or you can put it on one of the seats. Du kannst gerne auf Deutsch, wie es für dich gut ist. Oh, das Mikrofon. This is the first victim of the night. Aber du bist groß.
Yeah, hello everyone, and I really want to thank you to the festival and Christine Dollhofer and her team, and of course the jury. Thanks a lot, and the prize. I think it's very important that there are alternative images of women in film and also in other forms of media, also apart from the stereotypes we know already, and there's a lot of them, of those pictures in this festival, and I also want to thanks for that, and I see the prize as a sign that this will go on. And yeah, you have also opportunity to see the exhibition and the first part of this film, also first part, the first film, which was from 1999 until tomorrow, 19 o'clock.
At the Kulturtankstelle.
At the Kulturtankstelle, I want to also thank you to the Kulturtankstelle.
Yeah. Okay, very well. Please take a seat. Ihr bitte auch, genau. And Martin, please join me again. Martin is now here on behalf of the governor of the federal province of Upper Austria, Thomas Stelzer. So please be here. This is a very grave thing now. And our jury is going to announce who is going to get the Crossing Europe Award Local Artist. Anatol, please.
The winner of the Local Artist Section 2018 demonstrates impressive talent in her portrayal of a young woman in search of happiness. The relaxed and sensitive way in which the filmmaker Leni Gruber addresses commonplace but no less serious problems is convincing in both form and content. The desire for stability finds its cinematic expression in the movie Schneemann, mirroring the anxieties and needs not only of a single person, but also of an entire generation in Europe. Congratulations, Leni Gruber.
Ja, Leni ist auch da. Schön. I can say here that Leni was already up here 2 years ago. She won the Music Video Audience Award in 2016, and now we see her back. Leni, the microphone is all yours. Maybe you have to hold it a bit.
Okay. I will start in English, but I have a really bad Upper Austrian dialect, so maybe I will switch into German.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks to the jury for choosing my film. Thank you so much. I would like to thank the Film Academy Vienna, especially Sandra Bohle and Wolfgang Thaler, my actors and my team, especially Angelika Spangl, my DOP, who is also a really good friend. And now I switch into German. And Es bedeutet mir wirklich sehr viel und es ist so motivierend, auf so einem Festival wie dem Crossing Europe einen so tollen Preis zu gewinnen. Das motiviert extrem weiterzumachen, nicht aufzugeben als junge Filmemacherin in diesem Branchendschungel. Und irgendwas wollte ich gerade nur. Ach so, ja, dass es so ein tolles Festival ist und dass man Teil von dem sein kann. Das liegt halt daran, dass auch ein so schöner Schwerpunkt auf die lokalen Filme gelegt wird. Und das ist für Oberösterreich eine ganz tolle Bereicherung, glaube ich. Und ja, Dankeschön.
Congratulations, Lene. Take a seat. Yeah. Okay. Now, Martin, give me a seat. The jurors can also sit down. Thanks a lot for your duty. I already mentioned the next award briefly. It's the Creative Region Music Video Audience Award. That's kind of a musical afterthought to our local artists section here. The viewers of the music video program, which was shown on this very screen on Thursday evening or Thursday night, they voted for their favorite music video out of 15 that were shown in this program. This award comes with a prize money of 1,500 euros, powered by the Creative Region Linz and Upper Austria. Alas, joining me on stage will be the Managing Director of the Creative Region, Patrick Bartos. Hello, Patrick. Nice to see you again. Since 2013, the creative. Oh, we should be a bit more in front. I'm sorry, because our heads always appear on the screen otherwise. Since 2013, the Creative Region sponsors this award. So, what's behind your engagement?
Well, there's some. There was some stuff going on. I can remember when Lenny got the award 2 years ago, because ever since then, my little boy is 5 years old and he's got like an MP3 player out of wood. It's like a radio, but it's an MP3 player, and on there he's got all sorts of songs. He's got like "Who Let the Dogs Out," and it's a real nightmare for parents. But anyway, but he's also got on there Verse Side, which was Creative Region Music Video Award winner in 2016, and it goes like "Und so weiter bis nach Steyr," and very often we just drive down the motorway all the way to Steyr, listening to the song, and the whole family sings it along. So I've got nice memories of those.
Very nice. So you really got a personal connection also to this award. Okay, then I've got an envelope for you here now. And I'd like to ask you to open this and announce the winner of the...
And I can't take that?
No.
Right. Yes, of course. So the Creative Region Music Video Audience Award in 2018.
That's a good idea, actually. Next time we should wrap it.
Absolutely.
It's a very long title. Everybody stumbles all the time, but you did it very well. I'm sorry, Patrick. You don't have to do it again.
No, it's great, because he's also got this artist on his MP3 player. I'm not making this up, it's true. It's Alexei Sigalov for Soul Fever Blues, Parov Stella, featuring Muddy Waters.
Okay, Alexei, is he here? Yes, he is. Hello. So there's another snow globe, and there's the microphone for you.
Fuck.
Should I assist?
No.
Okay.
I think I better speak in German. And
that's fine.
Danke an alle für ein schönes Festival. Ich bin sehr überrascht, hier stehen zu dürfen. Und ja, ich bin zweites Mal, glaube ich, bei dem Festival und auch in dieser Kategorie. Voriges war ich dabei auch. Und dieses Jahr habe ich Glück, den Preis in meinen Händen haben zu dürfen. Und ja, macht tolle Musikvideos. Die Umsetzung muss nicht immer in einem Wald, in einem Berg oder in der Nähe von einem See stattfinden. Also versucht eure Idee ein bisschen anders zu umsetzen. Dankeschön.
Okay, Alexei, please sit down. Patrick, also take a seat, please. And actually, I hope you're curious, because we thought this would be a good point to take a little break. And please enjoy now this, I would say, dream sequence with a twist in which original material is made look like found footage. Ladies and gentlemen, Soul Fever Blues, Parov Stella, featuring Muddy Waters by Alexei Sigalov. We start the European section of our ceremony with a new award. Our youth jury, 5 youngsters who are all 17 or 18 years old, watched 6 films during the out of the festival program, which featured mainly young protagonists and their trials and tribulations. And since the festival sponsors this award directly, it's a pleasure for me to now ask its director on stage. Please give a very warm welcome to Christine Dollhofer. Christine, you wanted to take a moment to look back, already start to look back on the ongoing festival. So this is the one incident tonight where I hand my microphone trustingly over to you.
Thanks a lot, Markus. And I really have to say I'm very impressed how professional you are doing this moderation. I remember in the beginning I did it myself in the OK deck. All people had to stand, and it took also a while, and it was very not chaotic, but it was more rough. And for me it was really horrible because it was I was out of energy, almost breaking down. And I'm really thankful for your wonderful moderation and for your professionalism. And of course, Markus Zett, he's an actor and he is a theater and film actor. So if you want to book him, please do it, because he is really so well prepared. His English is fantastic. I can't match with you. So that's why I have a little love letter to you. Yeah, it's definitely a love letter, and I don't want to read it. I will do it like stand-up love letter commenting. However, it was really a wonderful festival week so far. We had so wonderful film guests. Thanks to all of you for your beautiful, encouraging, brave, fantastic, wonderful films, for the in-depth discussions with the audience, for participating in all our sidebar programs, masterclasses, moderations, and exhibitions. Everything was wonderful, even the weather. And what's the best of it, that audience is really loving Crossing Europe, because also it was a lovely day today, yesterday, the day before yesterday. A lot of people were joining us, and I'm really grateful, especially to the audience of Linz and of all of you. And why it's so lovely, this festival? Because there is a wonderful team in front and behind the scene. And please give a very great clapping to the wonderful Crossing Europe team. Yeah, it's they are conducting this festival again with heart and soul, professionalism and passion. Thank you all, almost 100 people working for this festival, and thanks a lot. Yeah, and support with ideas, collaboration and funding is of course the basis for professional festival work. So I also want to thank all our funders, supporters, and cooperation and event partners. And this evening I especially want to thank all the prize sponsors, most sincerely by placing your trust in us. I have my glasses here, you can see, in us, and supporting this European format. So I will now hand over again Markus Zett, and of course thanks to the jury for dedicating your precious time to the festival and for doing great decisions. I mean, from my point of view, all films are really wonderful, and I always have to say that you all deserve awards, but these awards are limited, and you get the award of my heart anyway. So, Markus, please continue.
But Christine, stay with me, yeah. Don't go too far away, Christine, because you're the sponsor of this next. But actually, I wanted to ask you, how did it come about, this new award?
So I think it's very important to, to motivate and influence. Influence, it's so pedagogic. To motivate a young audience to join Crossing Europe, but not only Crossing Europe. This is, I'm not used to this situation to get.
I'm sorry, you're doing great.
No. So to really make this feeling for young audience to join us in the cinema, and not only on Netflix or
at the Nightline.
Or the Nightline, but also watch films together in a social environment and discuss it. And I think we have a lovely youth jury, and they are even so brave and so cinephile. I'm really impressed, and I think this could be a nice start for the future.
Super. Okay, yeah, well then let's ask them on stage. The youth jury of 2018, that's Anna Haderer, Selina Hilber, Lena Pöschko, please come on stage. Sophie Rieger and Valentin Weibold. They're all students of the HBLA für künstlerische Gestaltung in Linz. And since they are all in a high school for arts and design, they present their award in a very special manner.
Der von uns gewählte Film überzeugt durch markante Figuren und herausragende Schauspielleistungen. Starke Kontraste, eine originelle Farbwahl und der Kamerafokus sind uns in Erinnerung geblieben. Plötzlich in die Handlung geworfen, hält der Spannungsbogen bis ins letzte Bild. Gerade weil die Erzählung viele Fragen offen lässt und keine vorgefertigten Antworten liefert, haben wir uns für diesen Film entschieden.
Okay, and Anna is going to do it in English, please.
What is convincing about the film we have chosen are the striking figures and excellent acting. Strong contrasts, original color selections, and the camera focus are especially memorable. The audience is thrown abruptly into the plot, but it holds the suspense all the way to the final image. Particularly because the story leaves many questions open and provides no preconceived answers, we have selected
Cobain by Nano Leopold.
Okay. Nanook Leopold is really a Crossing Europe regular. She was together with her scriptwriter our tribute in 2011, but she couldn't be here this year. So on behalf of Nanook Leopold, there is her co-producer, Christine Kjauk, and she's going to accept the award. And where is she now? There she is. Okay, here she comes. Oh, there she is. Du nimmst sie? Ja, genau. Warte, gut gewusst. Okay, Christine, good that you're here. We also obtained a video message, not from, actually, Nanook Leopold decided that it's, because it's for the youth jury, it's good that Bas Kaiser, the young, it's him, the young lead actor of her film, is going to tape a video message, and we're gonna watch that now. Please roll it.
Hey, Bas Keizer here from the Netherlands. This morning I heard that Cobain won the Crossing Europe Award Youth Jury. Great, thank you. Also thanks on behalf of Nanook Leopold. She's somewhere in the mountains now on vacation, I don't know. I'm sure she will be very happy with the prize, and thank you for watching Cobain. Thanks for all the supporting. It's a great honor. Bye.
Ja, bitte. Ja, klar. I heard that she's actually shooting her next film, but I'm not sure. Maybe you know more.
Maybe she's also just having holiday.
Good for her.
So it would be great to have her here after being here so often, but I think her holidays now may be even better. In the name of the whole Cobain team, I also would like to say thank you. And it's particularly for us that we are having this award from a jury award, I would want to say. Thank you to the jury, because it just shows us that this film is building a bridge to the young audience, and therefore this award to me is I see it in the sense of not only crossing Europe, but also crossing generations. And therefore, thank you to the festival, Christine, that we have this new jury here. Thank you so much. Vielen Dank.
Yeah, very well said. Please take a seat. Anybody who's curious about the film now, there is another screening actually here tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. So take the opportunity, see Cobain. Okay, we continue with the Social Awareness Award for Best Documentary. In this year's competition, consisted of 11 documentary films, and these dealt, among other things, with the fallout of armed conflict, totalitarian regimes, and misguided economic policy. They cast their spotlight on young people trying to find their place in society or families in dire straits, and they looked for answers to questions like integration, right-wing populism, human dignity, and economic exploitation. This award is sponsored by GfK, which is the Gesellschaft für Kulturpolitik in Upper Austria. And joining us on stage will be the managing director of GfK, Wiltrud Katharina Hackel. Please.
Question, what is your destination?
Okay. Yeah, that's great.
If everybody's doing it in English.
Okay, we're just debating which language, but we decided on English. Come in front a little bit. That helps. In any language. So this award is called Social Awareness Award, and that means this is about content, and it focuses on certain films. And I wanted to know which films should be spotlighted here.
Yeah. As you mentioned, oh yeah, okay. Sorry. I worked as a journalist for such a long time, so I'm used to take it.
I know.
As you said before, it's films that are social relevant, of course, focus on people or different realities that are happening right now in the middle of our society, or take place right now in the middle of our society, but we, as most of us are part of the major society, the Mehrheitsgesellschaft, we tend to ignore those issues because we just don't, we are not interested too much, or maybe also the issues are frightening us, because what we see there could also be our issue tomorrow. There are, as I saw, there were, I think, 2 or 3 films also dealing with poverty. Poverty within a society that is rich, actually, and not poor. So this is something that I think Europe has to deal with some more years, if we don't do anything in a political way. But also things like films, like it's little stories of heroes, as I like to say, because, as you say, there is so much dignity in portraying the protagonists. Like in the movie, the Hungarian movie, about the Hungarian woman who is a slave has been a slave for 10 years within the Hungarian family, and it happens right now in Europe. We have slavery here, not only in China or Bangladesh, etc.
Yeah, exactly. And how does this complement the rest of the work of the Gesellschaft für Kulturpolitik? Why are you sponsoring this award?
Yeah, because I think cultural politic, or I'm convinced the cultural politic dealing with culture is also dealing with social politics. So you can't tear it apart, and that's the one hand. And on the other hand, of course, concerning the content, as I said before, the films are telling stories about heroes. People who are very resilient, they grow up or they live in a very feindselige Umgebung. But they don't give up, they are resistant, and they raise their voice, and they are strong. And this is what we are trying to do also with the Gesellschaft für Kulturpolitik. It's a bit
So it's also about the civil society, empowerment of the civil society also.
Yeah, it's about empowerment, it's about encouraging. I mean, we have, especially for artists and cultural workers, we have not so funny and not so easy times right now in Austria and also in Europe. So I think this is some kind of a mission to encourage, to empower people to work together, to be resilient, to don't give up.
Okay, thank you, Wiltrud. Good. Yes, Wiltrud, stand up. So I want to ask our next international jury on stage. Please come with the award comes with a prize money of 5,000 euros. That's what I should probably add. And I'm happy to introduce this jury to you again in alphabetical order. That's Zdeněk Blaha from the Czech Republic, East Silver Manager at the Institute of Documentary Film and a curator. That's Magali Roucault from France. She's a documentary filmmaker whose film Behind the Stone Wall we showed last year. And Oliver Sertic from Croatia. He's a director and producer, and also the artistic director of the Liburna Film Festival in Opatija. Welcome. And Magali, please. Okay, you start. Okay, you do it a different way.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before we will reveal what is, according to us, the best documentary film, please allow us a few words. First of all, I would like to thank you, Christine, Eva, Michael, and the whole team for inviting us here to be the jury for the documentary competition on this amazing festival. Thank you.
We all decided to say something because we like when the ceremony is very long. I mean, we had 11 films, and great jury companions, Magali and Zdeněk. It was really great to work with them, but I mean, you need to know that you have one of the best documentary competition sections, thanks to Christine here. It was really, mess to decide the best one. I mean, we really talked a couple of hours. We really went through every film very studiously, and it wouldn't be a problem if we didn't sit in the very expensive bar. But anyway, so there is one award, and Magali will tell you which one is that.
We decided to give the award to the film which reveals an alarming problem. Today, 35 people work as modern slaves, completely hidden from the sight of the society. But what is even more disturbing, there is no political will of modern so-called democracy to do anything about this social issue. We admire how the author managed to gain the trust of her protagonist, who had lost trust in everyone else. We also appreciate that the process of filming became a process for the character to realize, rethink, and find will and strength to deal with her situation. An emotionally moving and honest film about regaining the dignity of human being. We decided to award A Woman Captured by Bernadette Touza Ritter.
So, Bernadette, the microphone is all yours.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm going to share this award with my protagonist. This film is about fighting for human dignity, and thank you so much for appreciating our work. It was really difficult to make this film, but we really hope that we can change something. And thank you for the festival. It's really amazing, and you are like our mother, I think, here at the festival. So I really enjoyed being here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bernadette. Please take a seat. Yeah, come over here, exactly. We move on to Crossing Europe's competition for first and second feature films of young European directors. And here we present an audience award and a jury award. And to heighten the suspense a little, let me do this also here. To heighten the suspense a little, we start with the Audience Award, and to heighten the suspense even more, we start with the prizes for the audience. So, anyone who went to see one of the 11 films in competition had the chance to vote after the screening, and by doing so could enter this raffle. And a lot of people took their time to reflect upon what they had seen and voted for their favorite films. So now 2 of them will receive a prize. Joining me on stage now will be the editor of Crossing Europe's beautiful festival magazine, from the editorial staff of the Austrian movie magazine Ray, Jörg Schiffauer. Guten Abend, Jörg. Good evening. So we have another envelope, and this is, hopefully, did I give you the right one? Yes. We have two prizes, and we just do this together. I say the prize, and you say the prize winner. So there's a hotel voucher for a weekend for 2 people, sponsored by Park Inn by Radisson Linz, which is one of the festival hotels.
Und der Gewinner ist Ludwig Mühleder aus Bad Leonfelden.
Okay, congrats. And we have a festival accreditation for Biennale 2018 for the Vienna International Film Festival in October.
And the winner is Gerhard Niederleutner from Linz.
From Linz. Okay. Nice people from the festival team will contact these 2 winners and give them their prizes. So no need to storm the stage now. Jörg, please, thank you. Please take a seat. There are a few left. Christine, join me please again, because the prize money of €1,000 for this audience award is powered by Crossing Europe. And the director will also get a hotel voucher for a weekend for 2 people, sponsored by Park Inn by Radisson Linz, first hotel partner of Crossing Europe. So, Christine, there's another envelope for you. And please announce the audience award winner.
What will people say? Was werden die Leute sagen? Der Film bei Iram Haq aus Norwegen. The film will be released also in Austria by Polyfilm, 11th of May, in case you missed it at the festival. So congratulations to Iram Haq.
Okay, thank you. Iram Haq unfortunately couldn't join us tonight, so Christine, you will make sure that you will get all the parts of the award. There's also a snow globe and everything, but I don't bother you with that now. We do, however, have a video message from Iram, which he sent today, and which we're going to watch now. Please roll that one.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for this prize. It means a lot to me. Thank you, Linz audience, and thank you, Crossing Europe Film Festival. This means a lot to me. Have a great evening. Goodbye.
So, that was shorter than expected. We move on to the Crossing Europe Award for Best Fiction Film. The 11 films in competition for Best Fiction Film told vivid stories of contemporary Europe and incorporated a great variety of diverse issues. I'm gonna name just a few of them: female empowerment, relationships and emotional turmoil, dysfunctional families, young people trapped between 2 cultures, and/or in search of a meaningful perspective on life. The Crossing Europe Award for Best Fiction Film comes with a prize money of €10,000. Now I'm totally Europeized. And is sponsored jointly by the Department of Cultural. Now this is deteriorating quickly. I'm trying to wrap it up fast now. The award is sponsored jointly by the Department of Culture of the Federal Province of Upper Austria and the Department of Culture of the city of Linz. Please welcome with me on stage now the representatives of the city of Linz. On behalf of Klaus Luger, the mayor of the city of Linz, Gerhard Weichselbaumer, and he's a member of the city council, and Doris Lang-Meyerhofer, city councilor for culture, tourism and creative industry. Please give it up for them. Guten Abend. So, bevor ich weitere Sprechstörungen entwickle, machen wir noch ein kurzes Gespräch. Vielleicht gehen wir ein bisschen weiter vor in der Mitte. Frau Langmeyerhofer, ich darf mit Ihnen beginnen. Linz ist seit kurzem UNESCO City of Media Arts und das heißt, da gehört ja der Film auch, Media Arts gehört ja der Film natürlich auch dazu. Welchen Stellenwert nimmt denn der Crossing Europe in diesem Feld ein?
Ja, wir sind seit 3 Jahren UNESCO City of Media Arts, da sind wir sehr stolz drauf. Also da nimmt man auch dann automatisch an einem europäischen Creative Cities Netzwerk teil. Und da sind wir als Stadt Linz sozusagen ein Teil davon. Und ja, Film ist natürlich Medienkunst pur. Wir sind die Stadt der Medienkunst und da passt natürlich ein Crossing Europe Film Festival hervorragend in unsere Stadt. Da sind wir sehr stolz drauf.
Das ja auch seit 15 Jahren ein riesiges Netzwerk in ganz Europa aufgebaut hat. Ne?
Ja, absolut, seit 15 Jahren, genau. Da gratuliere ich auch gleich nochmals zum Jubiläum. Danke an Frau Dollhofer und das tolle Crossing Europe Team. Und es ist natürlich auch eine Plattform und ein Sprungbrett für junge Filmschaffende, auch für Local Artists, die sonst vielleicht nicht diese Möglichkeit hätten, internationalen oder europäischen Bekanntheitsgrad zu erlangen. Und das ist uns auch ganz, ganz wichtig.
Dankeschön. So, just to recap briefly, Crossing Europe is an important factor in this UNESCO City of Media Arts thing because it already has a network built up over 15 years, and it's also kind of a starting point for young filmmakers to also build their own network and have their first experiences and contacts all over Europe. Okay, vielen Dank. Herr Weichselbaumer, wir haben kurz jetzt sozusagen über diese 3 Jahre und 15 Jahre gesprochen. Ich darf mit Ihnen zum Abschluss ein bisschen über die Zukunft sprechen. Was wünschen Sie denn dem Festival also von jetzt weg, oder was wünschen Sie sich vom Festival für die nächsten Jahre?
Ja, ich glaube, wir können wirklich als Stadt Linz sehr stolz darauf sein, dass wir eines der 3 großen Filmfestivals hier in Linz haben. Und naja, es ist ein Grund, natürlich 15 Jahre, haben wir gerade gehört, ist ein Grund zum Feiern, zum einen, zum anderen, aber glaube ich, das waren jetzt sehr erfolgreiche 15 Jahre. Und wenn ich mir etwas wünschen darf für die Zukunft, dann sage ich, naja, noch einmal solche erfolgreichen 15 Jahre. Ich glaube, Crossing Europe ist auf dem richtigen Weg. Crossing Europe hat die richtige Richtung auch eingeschlagen. Es ist bereits angesprochen worden, hier wird vor allem jungen europäischen filmschaffenden Künstlerinnen und Künstlerinnen die Möglichkeit eröffnet, sich und ihr Werk zu präsentieren, zeitkritisch zu präsentieren, gesellschaftskritisch zu präsentieren und vielleicht auch den einen oder anderen Film, der einfach kommerziell vielleicht sonst nirgends unterkommen würde, hat auch hier die Möglichkeit, sich zu präsentieren. Ich glaube, das ist ganz, ganz wichtig und das wünsche ich mir eigentlich auch für die Zukunft.
Okay, so Mr. Weichselbaumer sees Crossing Europe also as a platform to present films that are probably wouldn't be that commercially successful in a normal like cinema circuit. So it's an important thing that we can see films here that we couldn't see anywhere else, and that's what he wishes for the coming 15 years to also continue this kind of work and to how can I put this? Yeah, to continue with this kind of success that was there for the last 15 years. Sorry, I'm muttering here now to the end of the award ceremony. Now it's time. Thank you, the two of you. Please stay with me. Now it's time for our 4th jury to come on stage and let us know their decision. The Crossing Europe jury for Best Fiction Film. Please welcome them with me. Stefan Butzmühlen from Germany. He's a film and video artist and a film distributor. Václav Kadrinka, filmmaker who also teaches at FAMU in Prague. And Martha Otte, she's the artistic director of the Tromsø International Film Festival. So, 2 of them are here. Hello and good evening.
Thank
the 2 of them
you.
are here. Martha and Stefan will explain everything.
Everything.
That needs to be known.
So another half hour and we should be there. That was a joke. Okay. It is no joke to sit on the jury at Crossing Europe. We have been working intensely for several days. It isn't a week. We've seen this fantastic competition program of fiction films. And I have to say, since all of us on the jury, the third person who's not here, I should mention that Václav couldn't be here tonight, so he sends his love, and we all agreed on everything, and we agree that Crossing Europe is the best ever. The team, the programming, the atmosphere, the setting, the films, and the whole experience. So the fact that we all three had been here before made it a no-brainer when we got the invitation to say yes to this fantastic experience. It is a responsibility and an honor, and of course it's a challenge. And I think we've been up to that. We've had long discussions, and we've taken the films very seriously. We've taken each other very seriously. And, okay, we've had a good time. Right? Yeah. Yes. So, I think that Stefan can say a little bit about how we solve this, how we face this challenge. Stefan.
Yeah, hello. Yes, so we have this prize to give, and we decided to split the prize to 3 prizes. It wasn't because we were complaining all at all. So it was really clear for us, but it was like 3 very different approaches, cinematic approaches, and so we really wanted to point this out, these 3 films out of this amazing program. So we decided to do it like this, and I think even so we're gonna go with 1 main prize and 2 special jury awards, and so the main prize will be like 5,000 euros, and the special jury awards 2,500 each. And we discussed also this, and we said, Václav and me, we are also filmmakers, and we said, okay, it's at least a thing where you can start thinking about a next film, so it's not like nothing. So so we really want to support these filmmakers. Even we could have split also the prize in 11 prizes, but we didn't. So yes. So you start.
But I did forget, of course, what I was going to say, that seeing this selection, this excellent selection was like crossing Europe through cinema. And so it was, we discussed, like all juries do, I think, when you're on a jury and looking at a competition in the art sphere, that it's like comparing apples and oranges. And that is a challenge, and it's, I feel that it was correct that we made these prizes, because we really wanted to make a point of these fresh approaches to the cinematic language. That's kind of the thread. So I'm going to start with one of the special jury awards. A father sees his teenage daughter's talent as a vehicle to change his own social fate in an otherwise hopeless setting. Without judgment, the filmmakers test the boundaries of realism in this intense cinematic study. The special award ex aequo goes to Emre Yeksin for, no, I think somebody wrote the wrong name here. Sorry, I read the wrong name. Silvia Luzzi, Luca Bellino for Crater.
But it's really wrong written there.
It's like La La Land.
Silvia Luzzi, Luca Bellino. They were also on this stage before. In 2014, they won the Social Awareness Award for Best Documentary, and now they are back with a fiction film. Welcome back.
Thank you for a beautiful film. Thank you for a beautiful film. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Silvia and Luca, please take your time at the microphone, but not too long.
No, thank you to Christine, to the jury. We watched a lot of other films. It was difficult to choose because it was a great selection, really. And our film is a little film that speaks about love and rebellion. So we need love. We know that we need love, but maybe we need rebellion. Thank you.
I would like just to say thank you, really. Thank you very much, because in these days we watch so many feature films, documentaries, shorts, and for us it was important because you study, you make research. And this is the best mission, in my opinion, for a festival. So we are very proud and honored, and thank you very much, Christine.
Okay, thank you. There are 2 more seats. And Stefan, I'd like to ask you to give away the second special jury award. This is a new award you created on the spot.
So, a lot of new awards. Yes, so the second special jury award. With his rich cinematic palette, the director creates a slightly absurd, dystopian, yet humanistic reflection on a contemporary society at the edge of Europe. The special jury award ex aequo goes to Emre Yeksan for Körfez, The Gulf.
Okay, Emre Yeksan couldn't attend the festival, but luckily we were also able to attain another video message. So maybe we go a bit to the side and watch this one.
Hello everybody, I wish I could be there, but we're shooting our next film in Turkey. I would like to thank to the festival and the jury for the prize and everybody who contributed and watched The Gulf. Peace.
Okay, we will make sure that he receives the award, of course. And Martha, if I counted correctly, there's 1 more left.
We have a
for you.
We have separation anxiety, so we're doing it together.
Okay, that's good.
So with word by word, so please prepare. No. So I start. From a classic literary starting point, this film opens the door to a surprisingly well-structured, multi-layered world. It liberates both characters and audience from narrative convention, resulting in a joyful film experience.
The main prize goes to Leonardo Mateos for Antonio 123.
Okay, Leonardo should be here. Yes, that's why he's coming. He does some music here. So the jury mentioned it. There's a literary inspiration. It's Dostoevsky's story White Nights, and it's Leonardo's first feature film, actually. So the microphone is all yours.
Well, I'm really happy to be here with this film and with Mauro, the protagonist of this small, big film. And Antonio 123, we started to make this in 2014, and we didn't know exactly what it would be about. But we have some feeling that maybe we could talk about our life, our feelings, and maybe it would be a good film. And I think we did a part of this feeling when we project this and we share this with the audience. This is a Portuguese film with Brazilian heart and Russian and Argentine heart. A lot of people worked with us to make this project done. Because everybody thought that in the middle of the life and the difficulties of being young in this middle of this crowdness, the tenderness is really strong to combat, to resist. Thank you very much. And thank you, Crossing Europe Film Festival. Thank you, Film Garden, Pierre Emmanuel. Thank you, Mauro. And if you have some words.
No, maybe just say that the movie will premiere in cinemas in the 4th, and in Linz it will be in the 18th, I think. And I hope that people that didn't see have the opportunity to saw it, and we're deeply honored. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, you need to be standing, I'm sorry. You see, ladies and gentlemen, even if we had more awards, we couldn't possibly give them out because there are no spaces to sit anymore on stage. So I'm going to wrap this up real quick now. There is another full festival day tomorrow. Enjoy the Monday at the movies. And also take the opportunity for what I call a soft farewell from the festival on Tuesday, 1st of May, with screenings of the awarded feature-length films, with two more films from the tribute to Eduardo Winspear and the opening film of Alenka Mali. We here on stage are going to continue with a photo shoot of all our award winners and award sponsors and juries. You, meanwhile, may help yourself to some drinks in the foyer outside of this hall. The music that you heard in the beginning and that you will hear afterwards, and this is framing the ceremony, is courtesy of Shash Records. That's a small shout out to them. It can easily be found online, for instance, on bandcamp.com. And please, don't leave without taking a glimpse into the future. Now, here I have something very proper.
Listen very carefully. I shall say this only once.
Yes. Here I present you with the face and the color for Crossing Europe number 16, which will take place from 25th to 30th of April 2019. Save the date. Be back in 2019. Join us later tonight at the Mediendeck with Austrian DJ Joja. Thanks for being here tonight. Goodbye.